Good morning, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. This is Tracy, your sister, and I wanted to come today and talk to you guys, give you some reminders and a reality check about the time that we're in right now and what we can be expecting. Because if you remember, this time of the bitter, we're following the map from Goshen to the promised land with regard to how the children of Israel, their experiences and such and so forth. So I wanted to talk to you guys about things. The class on Zoom is really going to start revealing what we're up against. And Tuesday's class was really, really good. The Father was definitely with us, and we enjoyed that very much. So, and I taught on the armor, all 21 components of it, which is 3 layers, 7 components each layer. And it was really good, and so we talked about that. And my pastor is going to be joining us this Tuesday to bring his wisdom on the demonic. I believe, I said again, I believe he's going to teach about the hierarchy of demons. So if you guys are interested in that, please, I said again. I need to start saying instead. uh, I'm going to put once again, my email address in the comments. I'm going to pin it so that it's right there at the top. So you guys can send me some kind of something so that I can send you the meeting codes and the pass code so you could get in for that. So here's the reality check, you guys. When the children of Israel came out, they crossed the Red Sea. That's when the battles for them started. They were attacked along the way. People don't realize that while they were meandering about in the desert, in the wilderness, that yes, Father protected them from Egypt, the system of Egypt, but he still expected them to fight their skirmishes with the Assyrians and to also attack, to go into territory and attack. And we can look at Jericho for that example. So here we are, we're in the bitter, and Father's working things out in us all. And also we're being attacked, and there's a war. The usual religious notions of, well, I'm under grace, and, well, Father has his hand on me, well, God is in control, all these things, which are true. However, we are expected to do our part. The times of sitting back and just coasting along are done and overdone. It's over. We have to understand that because we're in the part of the age that we're in, that we cannot be lukewarm, we cannot be spiritually lazy. We cannot expect to just sit back and be spoon fed. We cannot expect things to be just handed to us on a silver platter. Those things are going to get us in trouble. We're going to get stuck behind enemy lines during this time. Concerning Father's dealings in the bitter. See, I'm just giving some reminders because as people, we forget, okay? Because that's just our nature until we're a bit more grown. And we haven't learned to keep an eye on everything, okay? To where it's part of just who we are. The parts of the bitter isn't because it's just something we got to endure. It is that the Father is bringing us through this to work out our junk. Things within ourselves, that character defects and the contents of the soul. This is being worked out of us right now because of the greater war that is coming. And it's the seed war that Father declared on the adversary in Genesis chapter 1. And so for the end of the age. And you see that also in Revelation 12, where the seed of the woman, the dragon comes after him. Well, who do you think we are? We're the seed of the woman, the church. So mark my words, this is coming. And if we have any of these defects or things that we're not paying attention to, or areas that are weak in us that are not strengthened up and fortified, those are cracks in our armor, you guys. And the adversary can reach into that and get a toehold. And then it's a big problem. So this is why we're in the bitter right now, because the Father is trying to work these things out within us so that these things are not weak, that they're covered by Him, and that we are strong in Him, okay? And He works through us. And why is He doing this? Well, it's so that we can be partakers of His holiness. Holiness is going to win the day in this battle. And then consequently in the war. You know, we have battles. One battle after another seems like right now. And those are battles. But the war is coming. And I'm telling you guys that I believe that the seed war is going to start in 2024. That's me. So let me give a couple of examples of where the things in our character might need to be remedied. Where we have a weak prayer life, or we don't spend time in the Word, but yet we will also be hypocrites and we will encourage others to do that when we're not doing that ourselves. So those are 3 weaknesses right there, and areas of disobedience on top of it. We can't, another area of weakness too, I feel the Father pushing me to say this, is that where He's calling us to come out, pardon me, sorry, I had to yawn, come out of the world and its systems, where when nobody's looking, Or if we're content creators and we're doing one thing in our life, but then portraying an image that we're some other way, that's deception, and that's also being hypocritical and various other things. And if you look at the project board and you see all the characteristics on the wrong tree, if we have any of that within us, then those are things that the adversary can beat us down. It's like going into battle without any protection. And so I might, just for those of you who haven't went to the class, I might teach the armor on here on YouTube. And I'm hoping that it helps you, because without these protections in place, we're out there naked trying to fight, and that's not a good thing either. The reality check is that the demons and the forces that we're dealing with now are not the same as before. Okay? The usual little demons, that we can just get on top of and bind and rebuke, and they're gone, and that's just that. But these ones that are coming at us now they're stronger. They're more cunning. They have more abilities. They have more tools that they use. So the warfare has shifted. And I hear a lot of people say, with regard to the adversary and the demonic, oh, well, they're just stupid, and they can't touch me because I'm a child of the Most High. Blah, blah, blah. Really? Really? Is your life that perfect and you don't have anything coming at you that doesn't get to you? You're deceiving yourself. We underestimate the dark kingdom, and we underestimate his seed and the seed from that kingdom, because these guys are well versed in their learning high level witchcraft to be able to do things. And I rebuke that in Yeshua's mighty name. They're sending things at us, and unless we get ourselves educated, we're not going to know how to stand against those things. We're not even going to know how to look for their influence or what comes. I mean, there's people who do the elemental and the meteorological witchcraft that's called weather witching, and they're creating all these storms, and it ain't just harp and all that. They're stepping up to fight. So why are we not? We're told to claim ground for the Father. So the reality check is that we've got to get smart. We've got to get the wisdom. Because that would be like, and I've said this to some of the brethren that I've been fellowshipping with, it would be like a kickboxer, okay, that only knows how to use their feet, getting in to a fight arena with someone the likes of Bruce Lee or Jet Li, okay? They know how to use all kind of different things, plus the magic that they've had to learn to do what they do. get our heads handed to us, you guys. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to sound an alarm that things are different now. Everything is amping up and stepping up and escalating day by day. We need to make sure that we stay very close to Father, that we learn the things we need to learn, that we get into some study and get some strength. And you know, there's another thing I want to address too that just kind of came to my mind, and that is, you know, the scripture says, don't forsake the gathering of yourselves together, which is a beautiful thing, okay? However, a lot of you guys, you know, are under uh, this idea that if something's gonna come at you, and while it's giving you problems and whatever, that you can just call a brother or a sister and, well, just pray, have them pray for you, and that'll be that. Or to flock together, that's where you're gonna be safe. Let me tell you something. Predators don't hunt that way. They isolate one out of a complete herd or a flock, and they attack them when they're by themselves. And so if we haven't learned how to stand and stand strong beside the Father, we're going to get beat up and consumed. Everybody has to maintain that strength, develop strength and maintain strength with the Father, so that if you get isolated, and if you can't at 4 o'clock in the morning when you're under a spiritual attack, you can't just get up and call somebody. Sometimes they get you in this paralysis where you can't even get out of your bed if the attack is that strong. What are you going to do? How are you going to stand? You see? We got to learn how to do this, you guys. And so that's another place in the bitter. And if it wasn't so, then it wouldn't have happened. The attacks and the assaults wouldn't have happened to the children of Israel in the desert. We got to start being able to look at the Bible and understand what is really being said in there, you guys, because doctrine of man and traditional thinking and all this stuff with the mind of man and blah, blah, blah is not going to do right now. We have got to grow. We've got to dig in, train, and learn. And so be teachable too. There's a lot of people running around out here that think they know everything. That's just a bad way to be right there. Or that they got to challenge spiritual authority. That's a bad deal there. Okay? You guys need to learn some order, and you need to learn how military Father's kingdom is. Okay? Rank and file. And that rebellion has to go. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, I rebuke all rebellion. So anyway, I guess I'm just kind of jabbering on and on, but I wanted to share these things with you, you guys, because I'm trying to tell you things are shifting up, and we have to be ready for that. So anyways, you guys, I guess that's all I have to say today, and you guys just be blessed, get close to the Father, strengthen your prayer life and your study time. You've got to be able to be in that Word. That is our food. That is our strength. That is where we're going to find Father's hidden things in there that He has tucked away for us to discover. They're like treasures. Weapons are in that. Training is in that. Wisdom is in that. All truth and guidance is in that. And we've got to maintain that ability to be quiet and sit at His feet. So, and I know I keep sounding like a broken record on that, you guys, but I'm telling you, and that'll be the first place the adversary comes, is to keep you from doing that as much as he possibly can, because he understands that he's not dumb and he's not powerless either. Don't forget that these are powerful too. Don't dismiss that. So, anyways, I just pray that the Father's blessing be upon you, that his shield and his mighty hand and his wing, his authority shelter you, and may he wrap you up in his strong arm. Okay? And you guys be blessed. Shabbat Shalom. Until next time. Okay? Bye bye.